Shalom. All praises, honor, and glorification unto our mighty, marvelous, and wonderful power. Call Halaim La Allahayanawa Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Brakak Wadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone whom will well. Salutations as well as health and wellness unto the hopeful elect of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai scattered across the earth. This is your brother Rayla coming to you with another lesson. And the title of this lesson will be, We Should Be in a Solemn Spirit. Right? And Lord willing, the elect of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai be edified. And let's get right into it. Right, so first and foremost, I want to get the definition of that word solemn. Right? Because once again, we should be in a solemn spirit. Right? As the scriptures tell you, the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. Right? Right, so dealing with the word solemn. Right here, it says, not cheerful or smiling, serious. See that? And that's what we should be. We should be serious. Right? Because we're in serious times. You know? And man, dark times are ahead, which I did a lesson entitled that a while back. But yeah, man, dark times are ahead. And we should be in a solemn spirit, a solemn estate, mentally and spiritually, Right? So let's see. Matter of fact, I'll start at the book of 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter. And this is verse 5. And it reads, But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light, and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Verse 7, For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet the hope of salvation. For the Most High have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, who died for us, that whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him. Wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify one another. And the word edify means to build up. And matter of fact, I wanted to do another video dealing with the effectiveness of the brotherhood, man. I was just meditating upon it and thinking about it. And I noticed something in my life too, or, my personal life, but, yeah, Lord willing, I'll do that lesson as well. Right. And matter of fact, let me see, 1 Thessalonians 5 and 11, Salakia. Let me add that here first so I don't forget. 5 and 11. Salakia. Okay, cool. Right, so 1 Thessalonians 5 and 11. Wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify one another, even as also ye do. And we beseech you, brethren. Salakia, that's it on that. Yeah, that's it on that. Yep, so now let me get the book of Ezekiel, the 21st chapter. Right, Ezekiel 21. Starting at verse 8. And it reads again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened, and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. And he have not given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished, to giving it to the hand of the slayer. Right? Cry in hell, son of man, for it shall be upon my people. Right? Which who are the people of the Lord, the Israelites, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Seminole Indians. Right? So let's see, it reads, It shall be upon all the princes of Israel, terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people, smite therefore upon my thigh. You know? So let me see. Now let me get Jeremiah the 30th chapter, verse 7. And it reads, Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And that he is talking about the elect. Right? Right, this is Proverbs 1 and 20. Let me see, Proverbs 1 and 20. Let me see. And the warnings are going out, man. You shouldn't be in the house of mirth, but rather in the house of mourning. You should be in a solemn spirit. You know, this place isn't our rest. You should have a high urge to get the fuck up out of here. You know? Proverbs 1 and 20, Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof, behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof, would meaning wanted. I also will laugh at your calamity, I will mock when your fear cometh. And there's that saying, laugh now, cry later. You know, which the right way is cry now, laugh later. Right? We're suffering now and we're going through all the tough, gritty shit now. But later on, we're going to laugh. Why? Because we're going to be in the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. You know, Lord willing. Right? So it should be laugh now, cry now, laugh later. Right? Meaning what? Now you should be in a solemn state. And later all the pleasure and all that shit will come. Right? All the desires will be fulfilled. You know? So let's see, verse 24. Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They would none of my counsel, they despised all my reproof, which reproof is going out by way of the servants of the Lord, the prophets, man. 31. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil. Quiet meaning clear, right? And shall be clear from fear of evil. Right? So now let me get Jeremiah 7:34. And it reads, Then will I cause to cease from the cities of Judah and from the streets of Jerusalem the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, for the land shall be desolate. And that's what the Lord is going to do to America, man, Babylon the Great. Right? The voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, all that shit is going to cease, you know? Let me get Ecclesiastes, the 7th chapter, verse 2. And it reads, It is better to go to the... Oh, shit. Okay. Salakia. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. For that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. See? And the heart is talking about the mind, right? Which our mind should be upon prophecy, right? The future. Our mind should be upon the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Our mind should be upon our purpose. Our mind should be upon finishing our course, right? Completing the mission at hand. So on and so forth, you know, becoming better, self-improvement. Right? Our mind should be upon the number one priority, man, which is serving the Lord, you know? So let's see, now let me get the book of Isaiah, the 24th chapter. Right, Isaiah 24, starting at verse 4. And it reads, The earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken their everlasting covenant. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. Right, the new wine mourneth, the wine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoiceth endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with the song, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. Right? You know, so all this mirth and, you know, all that shit is going to cease, man. And the reality is going to set in. Because it's going to hit these fucking people like a ton of bricks. Right? Let's get 2 Timothy 3:1. And it reads, This know also that the last days, Salakia, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Right, and the word perilous meaning full of danger or risk, exposed to imminent risk of disaster or ruin. Right, and Salakia for the noise in the background. You see it also says uncertain, vulnerable, right? Risky, unsafe, treacherous, hazardous, dangerous, fraught with danger, critical, right? Desperate. See that? So, hey, man, we in these times. So if that, Lord willing, you were edified, once again and forever, all praises, honor, and glorification unto our mighty, marvelous, and wonderful power. Call Halaim La, Alahayin Awa, Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahushai B'Hashem Rakak Wadash, Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone whom rule well once again. Salutations as well as health and wellness unto the hopeful elect of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai scattered across the earth. See you in the next lesson, Lord willing. While Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai Baba Kasha Ababa Bor. While Shalom DTA soon as stay sharp. And you sense your Akim Wa'ath Wath. Keep pushing. Shalom Wa Barakatham.